Hey guys, it's Matt Catling for Q&A Wednesday. This week I thought I would kind of just do a recorded video and share it with you guys from our network. We've had a couple of questions actually, but today I'm going to focus on one specific question, and that is around relationships and attracting relationships. That seems to be such a big theme. What you're also going to be seeing is a lot of demonstrations of our RCT system coming through our social media and also our email lists, where I've been doing some demonstrations on releasing kind of wounds that have been holding people back for years. The breakthroughs have been incredible and very, very quick. So stay tuned for those case studies. But what I've noticed with doing a lot of this work is relationships seem to be one of the biggest challenges for people. And a lot of people don't realize when it comes to relationships or it comes to attracting relationships, often what occurs is that if we've suffered hurt or sadness or guilt or any negative emotion that we haven't resolved, we will hold on to that at an unconscious level. And what that will do is it will have us start to make decisions based on those wounds, especially around relationships. And the challenge is that if you make decisions from your wounds, you will repeat them. But the biggest thing is what a lot of people don't realize is that a lot of the time they haven't resolved those relationships. And so aspects of their psychology, their emotions are still stuck in those previous relationships. And the unfortunate thing is that we haven't been taught at school how to release this stuff. If our parents or grandparents have had ineffective strategies with dealing with emotions, then typically we've got those patterns. We either kind of accept or reject that stuff, i.e. we do the exact same thing or we do the exact opposite. And this has been like such a passion of mine, sharing, our form of therapy, which is RCT, which stands for Rapid Change Technologies, sharing it and working with so many people to give people the tools to be able to release these patterns in minutes. And so, as I said to you, there's a whole lot of case studies coming to your inbox shortly. And you can just see the power of this work. It's very, very exciting. But the specific question that came in this week was, how do I attract a relationship that is different? And my answer to that is to first and foremost start to look at the wounds. What are the wounds in the past, or what are the wounds from previous relationships? There's probably, two or three really big relationships, and looking at, well, what happened there. Was there, a significant emotional event? Was there hurt? Did you make a decision that you're not going to show an aspect moving forward of your communication or your psychology? You're going to stop feeling, or you're going to shut down certain behaviors. And that's a real challenge, because the next relationship that you attract will be a manifestation of those specific decisions. And so the answer to this question, how do you kind of attract and create new relationships, is first we've got to go into the past and start to do the work. And the reality is all that we're doing is changing the stories, going back to wherever this started and changing the meaning from being, at the effect. And if you're at the effect, you're like powerless, or you're making a decision where you're blaming a situation or a person or whatever it is. But in doing that, what happens is that you give your power away. So we've really got to go back, find the root cause, and start to change the story. As you change the story, you unlock different emotions. Suddenly you're able to communicate more effectively. You're able to feel different emotions, and your behaviors start to change. Now with that, it's like attracts like. Okay, the next thing that I do with people is, the shopping list. You've probably heard of the shopping list, and you've probably done 100 shopping lists. But this is how to do a shopping list with a difference. And the way I do it is to get super detailed, super detailed on the relationship that you want to attract. Okay, like, when you're writing this list, you obviously want someone that's available. You want someone that is committed, all of those different things. This is often why people attract half relationships. Okay, but the next part of this is really important, and that is where you start to look at who you're being on that list and what changes that you could make. Okay, I remember I was working with one client, and she said to me, I want a relationship that is, really motivated, committed, positive, all of the different things. Okay, but then I looked at her life. And I asked her the question, well, are you positive? Are you motivated? Okay, are you committed? And she said, oh, yeah. And then as I started to kind of dig a little bit deeper, I found that she wasn't motivated. I found that she hated her job, and that was a constant kind of thing that was playing in her mind. Her social relationships weren't that great. And then what started to happen is that, these patterns started to transfer into everything, all of her relationships. And so when I was working with her, we made that commitment. Like, she changed her job, she changed her social group, she started exercising. And what started to happen is that she started to feel a consistent state of positivity, motivation, and she became incredibly committed because she became the best version of herself. And so these are the things that we kind of need to do in answer to this question, which is we need to clean up the past and come back to present time. But also, then we need to look at what we want and start to create. And this is some of the things that I share in my events, like create your future now. We need to create what you want. Our unconscious mind works when we directionalize it. So I hope this kind of answers your questions. Please keep them coming in. And we're excited. We're launching our mindset and relationship training at the moment. We've got a mastermind group that we're launching. We've got the mindset and wealth that's been happening for the last couple of weeks and getting some great results in that. There are so many things that are coming that we've got on the agenda at the moment. So make sure you stay tuned, and most importantly, check your inbox. And again, please ask your questions. Please keep them coming through our social channels, and let me know in the comments what you thought of this video. Alrighty guys, take care, and I will see you next Wednesday for Q&A Wednesday. Bye.